2/3 7, full members 11, and members in association 11. Quorum has been established. The assembly is duly constituted and may proceed with its business. I am now passing the floor back to the chair.
Thank you, Secretary, for the quorum. We are now about to continue with the parliamentary system. Can we have a proposer and a seconder to resume the standing orders? Go. Proposed by FJCPPHA Philippines, seconded by PSAT Thailand. We are now voting on this motion. All those for? All those against? All those abstaining? No abstaining. All those for, all those against? Motion carried unanimously. We are now resuming the standing orders. Next motion, please. Motion reads, Motion 14, this reads, the 27th IPSF Asia Pacific Regional Assembly accepts and adopts the annual report of the contact persons of ISMA Farsi Indonesia, PPHSF Pakistan, and TDTO-PO Vietnam for 2024 to 2025. I am now opening the floor for any discussion. Can I have the motions committee to read the official document regarding the annual member organization report?
During Motions Committee, as per the official delegate of the Domestic Rules, Article 12.6.5.c, failure to have the annual member organization report approved at the respective regional assembly shall lead to the loss of voting rights effective from the next roll call during the regional assembly and general assembly. The loss of voting rights shall be effective for a year or until the roll call after the annual report is approved. Passing the floor back to the chair.
Thank you, Motions Committee. We have a new comment from the Secretary of the Regional Office. Krishani, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair, for the floor. I just want to inform the Assembly that Mr. John Moises D. Carda, IPSF APRO chairperson, sent the Google link on the 12th of June, 2025 at exactly 5:43 a.m. GMT plus 3, to which it has been explicitly mentioned that the due date of the submission of a more should have been on the 26th of June 2025 at 23:30 GMT plus 8, to which I have followed my first more notification regarding the submission on the 24th at exactly 8 a.m. GMT plus 8, followed by the 25th, 8 p.m. GMT plus 8 a.m. rather, excuse me, GMT plus 8, and then lastly on the 26th at 8 a.m. GMT plus 8. Therefore, the member organizations that are flashed for Motion 14, ISMA Farsi Indonesia, PPHSF Pakistan, and TDTUPO Vietnam, to which I failed to receive their amor. I'm passing the floor back to the chair.
Thank you, Krishani, for the new comment. Now I'm passing the chair to Shinyan.
I will now pass back the floor to the chair.
Thank you, Shinyan. Moises Carta, IPSF APRO chairperson for this mandate, just would like to give a background regarding the situation with the AMOR submission as part of the Executive Committee of IPSF Global. So the AMOR, which is the document, it's explicitly mentioned in the email that this is the most important document that you have to fill in when you want your status to be evaluated again by IPSF as a member of the Federation. The situation this year is that currently, the system is being handled by Chairperson of Internal Relations. However, as you all know, Dorian is in Iran, and during that time, Iran was having a war with other country. This is why the submission sheet has not been closed during the deadline, making other MOs able to submit their AMOR document to the regional office. However, Christiani actually consulted me regarding this on the June, 29th of June 2025, and we received no AMOR document from these three associations even after the extension of the submission. That is the facts of the situation. I'm passing the floor back to Shinyan. Shinyan?
Thank you, Chair. I will now pass back the mic test. I will now mic test. I will now pass back the floor to
Hello? All good. Thank you. Moises Carta chairing the assembly once again. We have a new comment. We have a direct comment from a delegate from IPSA Malaysia. IPSA Malaysia, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Yun from IPSA Malaysia, and I would like to direct comment on Moises' comment just now. Can I know how long was the extension given to the three organizations? Thank you. I'll pass back the floor to Chair.
Thank you, IPSA Malaysia. We have a point of order from NSAPSO New Zealand.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. This is Naomi Nux from INSEPSO New Zealand. Point of order, the direct must be pertaining to the new comment, you cannot direct a direct comment. Thank you.
Thank you for clarifying the order of the assembly and NSAPSO New Zealand. And with that, I would like to request my PSA Malaysia to submit a new comment. Now we will be proceeding with a new comment from a delegate from NSAPSO New Zealand. NSAPSO New Zealand, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. I am Naomi Nux from INSEPSO New Zealand. I would like to direct this question to ISMA Farsi Indonesia, as they are in person with us, as to why they did not submit this report despite the reminders from our regional secretary. Thank you.
Thank you, NSAPSO New Zealand. Since the question has been directed to ISMA Farsi Indonesia, you don't have to put a direct. I'll have the representative from ISMA Farsi Indonesia to answer the assembly. ISMA Farsi Indonesia, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Chair, for the floor. My name is Raihana from ISMA Farsi Indonesia. So first of all, I would like to sincerely apologize, as I realize this is 100% of my mistake. I did submit the AMOR, but it was indeed a late submission. I did submit the AMOR at June 30, but please allow me to explain the reason for the late submission. Just to clarify, this is not an excuse in any way. I fully acknowledge that this is all my fault for the late submission, but allow me to explain the reason for it. So unlike other Indonesian MOs, actually for being the contact person for ISMA Farsi, I also have to be the external chief officer. So serving as the external chief officer, I have to maintain a relationship to both national and also international stakeholders, which is IPSF. So I'm giving you guys a background. Recently, ISMA Farsi just collaborated with one of Kalbe's company, which was our flagship project under my portfolios that I will be mentioning in the report soon. That this activity involved 1,000 online drivers, motorcycle drivers online, and it is conducted in 5 major countries in Indonesia, and it was under my portfolio, and it achieved a record recognized by the Indonesian World Records Museum, or MURI, and also other than that, the number of projects held this year is higher compared to what we held last year. And just to inform all of you, that ISMA Farsi is a national-based organization, and we have 10 to 12 division in our organization, and we have 8 regions. So in every 8 regions, there are 10 to 11 divisions. So if it's multiplied by 8, so there will be like 80 to 88 division, and plus 11 national board members. So approximately it will be 19 divisions, and each of the division, whenever they need to like reach out to stakeholder, they have to go through me. So I am the one who is assisting for every division in ISMA Farsi to reach out to the stakeholder. And also, again, ISMA Farsi is a national base member, base organization, and our member is spread across all Indonesian region. So it's a bit overwhelming for me to manage all of the job desks that I have, because since I don't have my staff in here to assist me to be present physically in here to assist me to do the projects that I already mentioned before, specifically our flagship project. Also, being the representative for ISMA Farsi across all Indonesian, requires me to maintain a good relationship to the stakeholder, with the number over 30 stakeholder in Indonesia, pharmacy stakeholder in Indonesia, which is nationally. Also, our organization is the only Indonesian Pharmacy Student Association in Indonesia under the Indonesia Pharmacy Association. So that's why the reason of my 4 days late submission. I did submit the AMR, but it was indeed a late submission. I did submit it in 30 June. And additionally, I want to ensure that I really made the MR comprehensively, and I did put so much effort, and it is a well-put MR. Instead of filling it carelessly, I did submit it with so much effort, and which quite contributed to my late submission. I do really regret that I did not inform the secretary about this, but I do have a proof submitting it in 30 June. So if it permitted, I would like to show everyone that I already submitted the AMR, the proof that I already submitted the AMR at June 30. And once again, I would like to emphasize that everything I'm saying is not an excuse of my mistake. I really fully acknowledge that it was my mistake for the late submission. I also like to extend my deepest apologies to everyone that might be affected from my mistake. Thank you for passing the floor back to Chair.
Thank you, ISMA Farsi Indonesia. We have a direct comment from PISA Thailand. PISA Thailand, the floor is yours.
Thank you for the floor, Chair. Melinda from PISA Thailand. On behalf of PISA Thailand, we would like to direct a comment raised by ISMA Farsi Indonesia. We also have a problem regarding this document submission too, as we are a national-based organization. Some of our predecessors are from different universities, having different curricula, and also the available
Point
time.
of order from Motions Committee.
Motions Committee, again, you cannot direct to a direct, you can only direct to a new comment. Thank you.
Thank you, Motions Committee. I would like to ask PISA Thailand to raise a new comment and then tell your comment later on. Thank you so much. Now we have a new comment from a delegate from IPSA Malaysia. IPSA Malaysia, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Yuan from IPSA Malaysia. I would like to ask the Regional Secretary regarding how long was the extension of the MOR given to ISMA Farsi, and also Okay, it's just that.
Thank you, Delegate from IPSA Malaysia. Secretariat Regional Office.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for the floor. To clarify the Assembly, I did not handle any extension for the AMOR. It was handled by the chairperson. I'm passing the floor back to the chair.
Are we waiting for a direct comment from IPSA Malaysia? Wait. Is this a direct comment or a new comment? New comment. Okay. Now I'll have a new comment from PISA Thailand. PISA Thailand, the floor is yours.
Thank you for the floor, Chair. Melinda from PSAT Thailand. On behalf of PSAT Thailand, we would like to propose a new comment. As we are a national-based organization, some of our predecessors are from different universities. We have different curricula and available time to hand over between successor and predecessor. Sometimes the successor, the current CP, might try their best to contact their predecessor. However, there are still no responses. But by the way, that I would like to just suggest the successor is to reach out directly or actively provide a response to the RWG or the EXCO when they reach out to you regarding the problem. So they will help us find a solution together. Thank you. Passing the floor back to the chair.
Thank you, PISA Thailand. We have a procedural motion from NSAPSO New Zealand. NSAPSO New Zealand, you may state your procedural motion.
INZEPSO proposes a procedural motion to conduct a closed discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, NSAPSO New Zealand. May I confirm if this would need a seconder? It would need a seconder. Proposed by NSAPSO New Zealand, seconded by KNOPS Republic of Korea. We are now voting for this motion. It's either for or against. All those for having a closed door discussion. Point of order, NSAPSO New Zealand.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. This is Naomi from INZEPSO New Zealand. I am allowed to state a motivational speech for this procedural motion. Thank you.
Thank you, NSAPSO New Zealand. I'm now passing the floor to NSAPSO New Zealand for the motivation.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. This is Naomi from INZEPSO New Zealand. We believe that it would be beneficial for us to be able to discuss this motion without Isma Farsi Indonesia in the room. So we are all able to be honest and express ourselves as well. And also so that this discussion is not live streamed and is not minuted as well. We think that that would be beneficial for transparency and also for Isma Farsi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, NSAPSO New Zealand. Do we have the seconder to have a speech as well or motivation as to why you are seconding the procedural motion?
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. Jian Han, KNOPS Korea. I am seconding the procedure motion to proceed into the closed discussion. Basically, with the same reason, I believe that all the official delegates can have the honest discussion only if we don't have the person in interest out of this room. Thank you. Now pass the floor back to Chair.
Thank you, KNOPS Republic of Korea. Now I'm closing the floor for discussion and we are going to proceed with voting. The procedural motion is to have a closed door discussion. So Isma Farsi Indonesia will be asked to leave the room. Not yet. We're going to vote on this. All those for, raise your voting cards. All those against. We need your vote. We are doing the vote. It's either for or against. There's no abstain. All those for, raise your voting cards. All those against. Procedure motion carried. We are now going to proceed with a closed door discussion. May I ask a scrutineer to please accompany Isma Farsi Indonesia to LG2. access the floor using emotion cards if you are allowing the RWGs and motions committee to have their laptops on, because technically everyone, you cannot use your phones and gadgets during the closed door discussion. Just an information, we need the laptop for the parliamentary system, and the motions committee would need the laptop for the official documents. Can I see emotion cards? Majority, yes. Thank you so much, members. Now we are going to proceed with closed door discussion. With a closed door discussion, do we have anything in the official document regarding closed door discussion, regarding standing orders? Can I have the scrutineers accompany Isma Farsa Indonesia to LG2? Point of information from Motions Committee.
Three Motions Committee, according to the official documents 4.2.6, once a procedural motion to close discussion have been passed, a concluding statement in for and against the motion may be given. If requested, no new information may be given after the closing the discussion. The proposer and the seconder cannot propose. No second the motion to close the discussion. Colored cards shall be distributed to all attendees during an assembly for informal voting and expression of disagreement for voting during closed discussion.
Thank you, Motions Committee. I'll be explaining about the closed door discussion. Clarification from PSAT Thailand. PSAT Thailand, the floor is yours.
I just wonder that, maybe from PSAT Thailand, I just wonder that that the FOP Nepal delegate their vote to Ismail Farsi. Does the vote will be counted or not?
Can I clarify this with the Motions Committee?
With regards to the vote delegation, for a while, let me check the official wording. According to the standing orders of the official document 6.2.5, a full member that is unable to send official delegate to attend the assembly may delegate another full member to vote on its behalf, provided that such a mandate is sent to the Secretary General or Regional Assembly, Regional Secretary on the credential form 3 weeks prior to the General Assembly. Now let me read section 6.2.5G. When a vote is delegated to another full member and their opinions or preferences are not being respected during the voting procedure, the right to revoke and a chance to redelegate the vote to another full member which doesn't already have a delegated vote can be given after correspondence to the Regional Assembly. In that case, I believe the RWG has consulted with FOP Nepal and has provided them information regarding this matter, so I will pass the floor back to the RWG for more explanation on this.
Thank you for the clarification, Motions Committee. I'm passing the floor to the Secretary regarding the voting delegation. Krishani, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for the floor. Regarding the vote delegation of FOP Nepal, as I have reached out to them, they did choose Isma Farsi initially. After some review of the official documents along with the chairperson and the motions committee, we did find out eventually as well the late Amor submission. So we have decided to contact FOP Nepal to redelegate their vote to News Boost Singapore. So they were informed ahead of time. However, I did encourage them to keep the information confidential as we need to address this matter in the assembly. I'm now passing the floor back to the chair.
Thank you, Krishani. Now I would like to ask the Motions Committee clarification regarding the vote of Isma Farsi Indonesia, if they are able to delegate it, and if we could ask them back and then redelegate their vote. Thank you.
Yeah, so regarding the vote of Isma Farsi, we could only determine the fate of their vote after the assembly decides whether to reject or to accept. So whether in the case that the assembly decided to reject this motion, Isma Farsi's vote would be rescinded and they would only be able to reclaim their vote again after they pass the next AMOR, which would be next year in APPS Surabaya.
Clarification, we are talking about the vote during this time. This time, if motions committee clarify if Isma Farsi Indonesia could redelegate their vote to other FMs just so their vote will not be considered as spoiled for this round. Thank you.
Give me 2 minutes. Three point of information. The only two ways that a member organization could delegate
Point
their
of order. Can I let them finish first? Go on.
The only two ways that a member organization could delegate their vote is first if they cannot attend physically on the regional assembly, and that's when they sign an agreement with another member organization which they choose to delegate their vote to. And another is if they are in an ongoing or active assembly, they can raise a point of order to delegate it, to inform the chair to delegate their vote during an running assembly. So in this case, Isma Farsi should have raised a point of order before the closed discussion starts to delegate their vote to another full member. Thank you.
Thank you, Motions Committee. We have a point of order from NZAPSO New Zealand.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. This is Naomi Knox from INZAPSO New Zealand. Regarding conduct and closed discussion, you are not allowed to communicate with other member organization delegations during closed discussion. This is a breach of the standing orders if this is done. Thank you.
Thank you so much, NZAPSO New Zealand. I would like to give you an information regarding closed discussion. During closed discussion, you are not allowed to use any gadgets to contact or to have conversation with other delegation, even with the MO in the same country. So that means you need to discuss this among yourselves, so you cannot discuss anything to other MOs aside from if you request for an intra-delegation discussion. Point of information in NZAPSO New Zealand.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. This is Naomi Knox from INZAPSO New Zealand. Just adding on to what the Chair said, this is also not allowed to be recorded or minuted in any way, so you are not allowed to do any writing down. Thank you.
Thank you so much, NZAPSO New Zealand. Now I'm requesting all the scrutineers to stand up and distribute the papers and the pen to write your speaker code. We are not going to use any gadgets. Only the RWGs and the Motions Committee will be manually transmitting your speaker codes. This is why I ask you to go toilet. We have pens for you. Do we have any questions regarding the procedures? This might be the first time for other MOs. This is not my first time. PSA Taiwan, clarification? Yeah. Correct. So you, for example, PSA Taiwan, you three could discuss it, but you cannot ask UFO Philippines for any discussions. You're welcome. And since this is a closed door discussion and the echo of the sound system might transmit to the outside hall, we will not be using any mics, so please speak loudly and as clear as possible. Please distribute it with the MIAs as well. They have the right to speak on this matter. Scrutineers, please distribute to MIAs as well, okay? We have a clarification from BMF UI Indonesia. Oh, sige.
Just for clarification, how do you request an intra-delegation discussion? Thank you.
Actually, thank you for the clarification. Actually, it's not in the official document. You have a point of information, Motions Committee. Motions Committee?
At any point, anyone could raise an intra-delegation time for your fellow country people to discuss. You just need to raise a new comment for that you would be requesting an intra-delegation time to the chair. Thank you. Yeah, but it's up to the chair how many minutes he would give you to discuss. Thank you.
Thank you, Motions Committee. Do we still have? Please write down your speaker code now. Thank you. Pen? Okay. And then pass the pen to other delegates. You don't know your speaker code. Can we flash the speaker code? You go to the parliamentary database, speaker database. Speaker database. These are your speaker codes. Can we have it zoom in? Good luck. IPJSF. You're alone. Okay. Wait, stop. We have, this is for India, ISMA Farsi, Japan, MyPSA, FOP, and ZAPSO, down. FJC, KNAPS, Newspus, PSAT, marker, we are distributing it. IPSF, MAPS, TDTUPO, BMFF UI, BMFF UNAIR, BMF USD, BMKM Faro Umpad, HMF APE TB, UOPMS Myanmar, APSA New Zealand, PPSN PNG, PI Philippines, UFA Philippines, and PSA Taiwan. So we are going to use the hand rules. This is a new comment. This is a direct comment. This is a procedural motion. This is clarification. This is point of order. What? New comment, direct comment, procedural motion, clarification, point of order, technical. Technical. This is technical. Technical. What is it? UGM? Can we clarify? 2501. Wait, let me read it. 2501 for Miss Sabina, 2502 for Mr. Zaki, 2503 for Miss Aisha. Okay? UGM? UGM? Are we good? Should we repeat it? Should we repeat it? No. Okay. Are we ready? News for Singapore, please make it a bit thicker. I cannot see it. That's okay.